Hell yeah. Go crush it, man. You're gonna do great. Understandable, but you got nothing to worry about. Yeah.
imagine who made those.
They really make it. It tastes the
I like the different colors this time. The blue and the purple and the orange.
Yeah, this is really good.
And the green, having all the different colors versus... Not that the other ones weren't cool too, but I was like, oh, I like that they're all different colors.
I like the white one as well.
Yeah, versus just the white. Yep. Yeah, I mean, the white ones were cool, but when he did those, I'm like... I have to end up getting one of these for my daughter or something, because she really likes candles.
That's the best stuff.
And I'll have to check out, now do those have an experience too, or just the candles?
Actually, the same experience as the candles.
Oh, it is the same one? Gotcha, you can just burn incense instead of a candle. Clever idea, because yeah, some people don't do candles. But they do incense instead. I love candles, I've always had cats and kids, so kids were little, I never really wanted to have candles around, and then I got the cats, and I just don't do it.
Cats and kids with candles.
And my daughter, I will always have cat grandchildren for my daughter. She does not want children, and that's perfectly okay. But she has like 5 cats. But she still has candles. She has candles everywhere. But
You're safe. It's right down there.
yep, I know. Because, yeah. So then my kids got older, and I was just like, That's what makes it different because, as we know, there's a million people that sell candles. So the fact that it's a little different is kind of cool.
Take as much time as I can.
Good morning. Doing great. How are you this morning? Good, good. I don't have a laptop to do Zoom this morning, so it'll be on the phone, but you'll still be able to hear it. Okay? Yep.
Return some candles.
Then I'll spend $2. I ended up negative. That's like keep yourself busy.
Yeah, I actually got really busy. Did some new business. We got a new business meeting this afternoon. My background is writing and producing, but I've got a team, so I'm fixing it all.
I could have gave it to you earlier.
Just went with a meeting, the guy that needs to see all these websites. So I personally do, but I got a good one.
I used to do a lot of creative writing back then. I used to back when interesting things to do. You have to know each other. That takes a while. You don't know that person.
Sorry to make it sound like
Yeah. After a while, it's like, you got in sync. I haven't done that in years. It's interesting. To me, it was interesting. The interesting dynamics of in sync. Your opinion is limited.
He's making sense.
Seems to be good.
Just doing a speech up in Ferndale. Big audience. Usually a speech up there.
You're sleepy?
It was interesting. We were close.
That is good.
I know this it's the only speech I've ever seen.
And you've been trying to do better about midnight. There's quite a few times.
And the people did pay attention, which is interesting. I see a lot of people just sit away from my channel and read it.
Right. That's horrible.
I've only read it before I really started talking.
I like your presentation decks. It's like hard as six or 7 words up there. You're passing it.
Yeah.
It's something that makes the key point.
And then you talk the rest of it.
Exactly.
That's
Otherwise, it's a handout.
I've always had trouble with just doesn't make sense.
Some people
Sorry, it's in my backpack and everything else.
But his batteries don't last with crap.
Mine took us a while. Oh, it did work. It did that. That's a good one.
Oh, God. Okay.
Let's see, let's look at that. So we're good.
Looking at looking at that.
That's what I selected.
I'll start in about 5 minutes. Tonight is supposed to be stuck in traffic. So.
He always has an excuse.
I know, right?
weather, just in general, I've just been hibernating for the last couple weeks.
Me too. It's easy to just like.
All right, you're all set. Morning.
We've got 6 on.
It's a lot, right?
I mean, it's a good number.
YouTube?
It's a good number.
YouTube or Zoom?
YouTube.
Oh, God. I stayed up today.
Good morning. Welcome to 1 Million Cups. We are going to be getting started in about 45 seconds, 60 seconds or so. So if you can grab a spot, grab a cup of coffee, grab a donut or two. We've got an exciting agenda planned for today. Good morning to our Zoom and our live audience. Good morning, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Sure there's anyone in the waiting room. And it doesn't look like anyone in the room. Good morning. Everyone grab a seat so we can get going. I know you guys are all anxious to get back out of the snow. You're welcome to 1 Million Cups. We educate, inspire, and connect entrepreneurs every Wednesday morning. And we do this all across the country. Is that better? Maybe just a little. Can everybody hear me? If you're in the back of the room and can hear me, raise your hand. All right. Even old me, I can hear me. Thank you so much for braving the weather and coming out and joining us this morning. I know it's a little rough out there. It took a bit to get here, but I'm glad you all made it safely. No wrecked cars, no cars in ditches. So thanks for being safe. If you can, there is a tablet that is passing around the room. Please make sure you sign in. We want to keep this wonderful group of people going, and one of the things we need to do is we have to keep attendance. Otherwise, we get in trouble. What is 1 Million Cups? I know it sounds kind of a weird name, but it is a free nationwide program that helps to educate and engage entrepreneurs so that they can swap ideas, they can connect with one another, find the tools and resources that they need to run successful businesses. Our goal is to be welcoming and open, to be radically inclusive, and to foster conversations about how to keep a business going and how to start a business. There is no harder job, there are 2 hard jobs. One is being a parent and the other one is running a business, which there are a lot of similarities between the two. And this program is a national program that is running across the country every Wednesday morning. And there's 117 communities, but it's probably larger than that at this point because this community continues to grow, this program continues to grow. We thank our sponsors, Open and Thrive and Incubizo, for being so wonderful in taking on this program because of the value that it provides to our business community. If you are a past attendee, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day away from your businesses to join us this morning. If you are a past presenter in the room, please raise your hand. If You presented before, awesome. We've got one in the room, yes. If you are an organizer, please raise your hand. We are all volunteers, we don't get paid for this, we do it because we love small business, we love entrepreneurship, and we love our small business community. If you are interested in entrepreneurship, you want to help us out, we are always looking for volunteers to help with the many tasks each week to keep this organization going. If you are a new attendee, please raise your hand. We have a gift for you, Anna. Come on, give her one more applause there. Let's go, guys. Come on. There we go. We love the energy in the room, and it is because of you that we have such amazing energy. Are you still in here? All right.
He's not here. He knows.
One of the things that fuels us every Wednesday morning is coffee. I almost got knocked over because I was standing in front of the coffee machine. So you know how important it is for coffee for this morning.
I don't apologize for that.
I know you don't. It's okay. And I wasn't looking for one of you. I didn't expect it. I was in the way.
Me too.
And so we have a coffee sponsor every week who comes and they provide coffee and treats for us. And they're the only ones who gets to pitch their business. Why? Because they pay for the privilege. So if you want to be a coffee sponsor, talk to Christina. Christina, raise your hand. We provide coffee for 40, 50 people, donuts or treats. We've had people provide for breakfast before. It just depends on what your budget is. And we would love to have you as a coffee sponsor. Give you an opportunity to promote your business, not only here locally in this group, but we also have a YouTube audience and we have a Zoom audience. So you get to talk to a lot of people, people get to learn about your business, and you get to pitch your business. So we're looking forward to hearing from our coffee sponsor this morning. And who's our coffee sponsor? Drum roll, please. All right, we love it. Michigan Home Rewards and the Growing Community Group. Come on up and tell us about your business and your values and how they fit to the small business community.
Does everybody hear me like this? Because I tend to be a loud dude.
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, so we're Michigan Home Awards. We are a marketing and online networking group. Okay, and what we do is support small businesses, and it's all local small businesses and the community. So how does that happen? So what we do is we're going to talk a little bit more about how it happens first off with the microsites and everything like that. But how we support the community is every one of the businesses that we've partnered with. We started off with like 10 to 15, now we're at 85. But at that point, each of our companies that we have partnered with has an exclusive offer that is offering to the general public, and it costs nothing for them to take advantage of that. So I'd like to talk about a little bit how it started. Dominic and I are both real estate agents. A lot of people are real estate agents. When you're a real estate agent, your cell phone gets out there, and the next thing you know, you're getting called from a marketing company. So there was a gentleman out of Seattle that called me, and he had a great idea, and I took advantage of it. Paid him a lot of money at $350 a month up until COVID. But like most of the people sitting in this room, they have a project that sits off the back burner, and I'm sure you hear a lot about them, Daryl, and they don't do them. The average real estate agent does 3 to 5 deals a year. My first year I did 15, so in my mind I was busy. And that progressed all the way to COVID, and at that point, both of us were dead in the water. At that point, we couldn't even go into houses and sell them, and I did everything that the financial consultants in the room already told you. You need to have a war chest of 6 months to a year, and we blew through that in my family. So, at that point, I started looking at all the stuff I was spending money on. What the Zillows, the Realtor.coms, all this stuff, and I come across, at that point, it was called Home Place Rewards. The website the gentleman was nicely taking my $350 a month for. And on there, I saw an area where I could use it, so I kept it, and I had a vendor section. And at that point, Christine has been in my other groups. I've built 3 or 4 other networking groups myself, and I was offering it to them for free. And it was just a little logo, a little blurb about their company and everything like that. That's also the time when YouTube started to blow up in 2021, 22. YouTube for Companies was blowing up, and so I started making videos, right? This is Chris from Home Place Rewards. I'm out here supporting small businesses, right? So at that point, I called the guy in Seattle and said, hey, can I get these videos up on my site? And he said no. And I said, wow, I haven't used your site. I paid you $350 a month for the last 8 years. I had a nice write-off, but at the end of the day, I couldn't use it. So my brother-in-law, who was our third partner, said, I have an idea for it. But there were some bad news that came with it because I had spent that money, and what the scam was is it's just a clone. He had taken that and sold it to 300 other realtors at $350 a month, and it was just a clone. Google was never going to touch it and all that. So he said, I love your networking idea. So the first piece, or the first pillar of Michigan Home Awards, is that it's a networking site. There's 85 businesses on there that you guys can all go and say, I'm affiliated with Michigan Home Awards, and say, I'd love to do a one-on-one. You can learn about your business and see if you can partner up. The second pillar of it is that each of us have employees that have business on our site has anywhere from 1 to 15 employees. Well, they're now offering Michigan Home Awards because, again, it's free for the community, that every one of those businesses has an exclusive offer, and then they can go ahead and go on the site, take advantage of that exclusive offer. So now we are actually driving business to their small business. But the brains of the operation, or the new site, actually comes with what done.
Yeah, so if you want to pull up that site there, we built out a microsite for anybody that joins the website. The microsite has the backlinks. You scroll down just a little bit. You see the backlinks for Facebook, Instagram, Google reviews. You click on any of those and it goes directly to their socials, to their Google reviews. At the top there, sorry, scroll back up for me. If you go to the website there, it'll go directly to their actual website. So it has backlinks to everything which Google thinks is interesting. It's new information every single time, and that allows for the search engine optimization to happen. So what happens is if you join the site, you get one keyword, you get one city, and your search engine optimized for those two things. With having 85 businesses on there, all going back to the main site, everybody is search engine optimized for all 85 keywords, 85 cities, which some cities are duplicates obviously, but the 85 keywords are all different, and you get search engine optimized for all of that as well. Bringing everything back to the site and providing a quality Google listing. So the more we can have Google think we're interesting, the more we can be up higher on their search engine, which benefits the businesses. And if we scroll down here, there's the deal right there for this specific business. Every single person on there has to offer a deal. That's a reason for a user to go there to use our site over just finding them on their own. And then there's a video down there too. We have a, we have a YouTube channel, and you can put videos on for every single company. They're about a minute long, so it doesn't bore people and we don't lose attention. And the way we've been doing it recently, we figured out a few new ways to search engine optimize the videos as well, and that provides Facebook picks them up as reels also.
Yeah, the only other thing we do is we do a featured business of the day. And obviously right now we only have one because we're at 85, but as we start growing, we might have 2 or 3. But at that point, we feature them on Facebook. It feeds to LinkedIn, or we feed it to LinkedIn, but we also feed it to Instagram. If they have a video, we plant that video in there, and obviously then Facebook picks it up as more reels and pushes it out further. And then each of our businesses that are partnered like and share those videos. So everybody's sphere in this room on Facebook or social media is unique to them, and they know other people that we don't. So it's pushing it in front of those folks. But then we're also members of a lot of the local groups and networking groups, so that we take that and share it to those networking groups throughout the Detroit area and get you more exposure. So on our site, originally we weren't getting too much traction, obviously, just like every brand new site. But just last night or the night before, we were looking at it, and we had 17,000 events on our site in the last 30 days, and we have 1,100 users that are active members that are using it. So there's people on there, there's people looking at it, and we'd love to answer any questions that anybody has.
All right, well, thank you.
I'm back.
Are there any questions in the room real quick? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just a quick question. Could you explain, so people are aware of like Angie's List, which is now Angie's. Could you explain kind of the difference between what you do and what they would do for?
So Angie's List is great model. okay? And we are nothing like Angie's List. The reason that we're not like Angie's List, and I don't know if you have any contractors that have had that experience, I haven't actually signed up with them to see how it works. But at that point, it's pay to play. So they charge you an extraordinary amount to be on their site, number one. It's pay per click. So then now you're paying for that. And then once you land the job, they take a percentage. We will never be asking one of our businesses to go ahead and give us a piece of their action. We're here to support you guys. And at that point, our monthly fee is minuscule. It's less than what you're paying for lunch every day to go to a one-on-one. But at that point, we love referrals because the more people that get on our site, the algorithm builds and builds and builds. So at that point, we pay referral fees to our business partners for those referrals if they join the algorithm. So Derek from Kingfisher is one of our partners, and he sent us somebody last month that signed up, and so now he has a referral fee coming back. The more referrals you get, it can be completely free for your business.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I got two questions. How are you making money? And then how are you showing the members value? Because you talked about daily active users, but is it sales? Is it just a referral program you talked about?
It's a referral program, and essentially it's what you make out of it, but we're making you show up where you don't belong. So for instance, if your business is here in Ferndale, okay, and you decide to be optimized for Madison Heights or Troy, your business originally wouldn't have shown up there if somebody Googled it. In Troy, somewhere like that. So what we do is we put together a Google listing that's there, whether it's on the first site and the 15th site, you still show up there, so in the analytics, your site is being backed into.
We should talk. We're doing the exact same thing. I'm just doing it at a macro level.
Yeah, and then at that point, a lot of the businesses that we're able to help, I mean, we start talking about exposure. We all know in this that built websites, they're anywhere from $1,500 on the low end, all the way up to $5-10 grand for a decent site. So at that point, some of the businesses are just getting started, and we're supporting them by actually being their online presence through the microsite.
I've been working with Chris and Dominic for a bit now. It's helped my company a little bit, right? We've gotten some traction out of it. I guess what I'll just say is, when you can run a full-on SEO campaign, and I know we've got some marketing people here, that cost can go up exponentially. The number of keywords, the number of cities, and you could be spending a couple $1,000s a month and maybe don't get anything out of it. This is a really good option for a small business because the cost is contained, it's smaller, it's a great way to kind of test the waters and get your name out there. And then obviously as you get business from it, you can add in SEO and other things that you want to do. But when you're scaling and you're small and every dollar counts, this is a really good solution that helps you get your name out. And I see Chris and Dominic everywhere. I mean, we're always at different networking events. So they're getting out, they're growing the word. I think when I joined, there was 60-something members. Now they're in the 80s. So it's going to continue picking up steam, and it's a good thing to consider.
What is your goal this year? How large would you like to scale this year? What's your target?
So we wrote a business plan this year. It started off really slow. It'll be 2 years in June. The first 6 months, we just kind of partnered with some people to see how they liked it. Very, very small. They really liked it. They started passing us people. We've gotten up to 85 businesses or 86 businesses now. But our business plan this year, we've hired 2 salespeople so far, is to reach 800 businesses. So with the salespeople in that actually pushing it now instead of just waiting around and seeing what happens, we believe we can get there.
Because obviously we got our own side businesses too that we have.
Yeah.
One more question, Nate?
Yeah, this might be maybe more feedback than a question, but here's the feedback. So I don't know if that's what it is. I spent the first couple slides trying to figure out exactly what you guys did. Because you got this realtor background, which is part of the story, and you have this experience of a marketing company as a realtor, and you're kind of branded as more of a consumer or a realty product. But when I look at your website, when you answer questions about what you guys actually do, you're a marketing agency for small businesses that get out there and do SEO, things like that. So just some feedback or a comment, you can take or leave, but as you guys expand, you might have kind of a branding that's
What ends up happening 9 times out of 10, like the logos that are out there for the Women Realty Group and all that stuff, think they just grabbed that off my microsite. You never brand that. Okay. So that was just something that they did this morning. It's not a big deal. But you're right, we've already had a little bit of issue with that, and so we're working on some strategies here.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. So that is what being a coffee sponsor is. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Definitely want to talk to you later on because I work with small businesses all the time. And most small businesses, startups, don't have the money for a full-on website. So this is definitely something that could help more small business owners as well. All right, so if this is your first time here, what we do, our goal is to help small businesses. Every small business has a challenge, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Am I right? Yes. So, this gentleman's gonna come up. Dylan's gonna tell us about his business. He's gonna tell us about some challenges he's having. And we're gonna give him some feedback, we're gonna give him some help, we're gonna give him some support. Be nice to him, don't beat him up. But also, don't be afraid to ask the hard question, because that's what he needs to move forward. So Dylan, come on up and tell us about More Than a Candle. We're looking forward to your presentation.
All right, please do not hesitate. I want the worst. Tear me apart, please. We'll absolutely grow as much as possible if you guys really lean in and be hard. So don't be afraid. So this is More Than a Candle. This is a multi-sensory experience. When you light it and then tap or scan the QR lid, you are able to access a 10-minute animation that's paired with a scent. So it's as simple as lighting the candle, scanning the lid, and experiencing synesthesia, which is a union of the senses.
Oh, synesthesia.
So I started 40 Candles back in November of 2022, and I worked with 9 artists, all local, and I animated their work, and we created a total of 14 unique scent-based animations. And so, in total, I paid out $27.50 in royalties to these artists for allowing me to use their work and animate it. And I've been at pop-ups, markets, and all in-person sales, as do insurance. And so for Halloween 2025, I revamped the concept, and now it's paired with a 10-minute animation you can access via the QR code. And for Winter Mindfulness, I also started doing incense, which is also paired with a guided meditation. So it went from animation paired with candle to now 10-minute experience that can be used as a tool for mindfulness. Excellent. And so again, it's more than a candle, it's a multi-sensory experience. And for Halloween, I collaborated with 17 local artists, and they all contributed a small portion to 40 minutes of custom animation. And so my biggest challenge right now is e-commerce sales. I'd like to be moving everything towards online, whether it be social media or direct marketing in general. And I'm having kind of a hiccup there. The candles sell, the brand works really well. However, just migrating it towards more e-commerce sales, that way I don't have to spend all my time and energy explaining it over again. And so our second challenge is also the time that it takes to build each experience. Each 40-minute animation can take anywhere from 40 to 80 hours of manpower. So, yeah, artist power. And then what I've tried so far is social media. Everything's been organic thus far. I've got 460 followers on Instagram, 200 emails, 30 TikTok followers, and 20 YouTube followers, subscribers. And then in addition to that, I'm also the artist collaborations are also a great way to share the brand. And then finally, so the lessons learned, the concept itself sells, especially in person, and Halloween also still sells post-Halloween. That was one of the major challenges I had, was that Halloween was really not even finished until Thanksgiving. and I was simply because I had no idea the endeavor I was undertaking. And so from there, I'd absolutely love to be selling more Halloween online. I know that it's possible. Halloween people are Halloween people 365 days of the year. And so it's really just about tapping into that market and finding them. And so this is actually so my conversation question is, what are some better marketing strategies that I can be using to access more online sales? As well as moving forward, is there any guidance for funding as well as for just kind of accessing more sales?
What an amazing concept. I love the idea.
Thank you, Daryl.
What led you to that? What was the inspiration behind creating your product?
So I'm a 3D motion designer by trade. I create everything from animated characters, animated logos, and so if anybody needs an animated logo, there's my contact information.
That's cool.
But also, I love making candles. I love candle making, so it was my COVID hobby, picking it up. And I've always used candles as a way to focus, so synesthesia. And yeah, it just naturally evolved.
Very cool. So you have a challenge of how do you get from in-person sales to building an e-commerce platform? Oh, very cool. All right, come on up. Introduce yourself.
David Oasters with Picture Perfect. I love the idea. I think you have a very unique concept. A lot of people can't scan the QR code with a candle. My candles that I have, I don't scan nothing. I light it up, right? So I think a good thing you do is partner up with people who do comic books. Reach out to them because that could be an upsell for you where you can partner with them and you can go ahead and, you know, make their comic books come to life with a candle. Also too, it's a huge opportunity where you can probably partner up with like Pokemon and stuff like that, and trading cards, because you can make these collectible where every month you bring out a new concept and they have to buy a candle to get to another level. You can make it like a game for people as well. Time to team it up with people who, you know, interested in games. There's tons of board games and stuff like that where you can partner with them, and once they scan this one, you get to another level, to make it like a whole story concept of it. So if you want to take it, and make it big. So, you know, you can, even if you have one thing where it's you know, you have candles that is a game, or you can have candles where you partner up with people who do yoga and stuff like that. You can make certain candles for them to where it can do lighting for them when they light the candle and it do a certain mode for them. So you partner with certain, you know, yoga or meditation places as well. So there's a lot you can do with that. The QR code is very powerful, so take it, make it big. So any ideas you have, throw it on the wall, make it happen. So that's my
Excellent, thank you.
Thank you, David. And David is also our volunteer photographer. He volunteers his time every week to take pictures for social media. Please check out his website since he needs to make a little bit of money or his wife's going to kick him out of the house. So he does that for his real job. Come on up,
What's going on, everybody? I'm Roger Karras, right? Yeah. What's your name again, brother? Dylan or Rod. Okay, so I have a background in strategy and operations, so like growth. First thing that comes to mind for me is this would be sick in like Disney, right? But you'd have to like start smaller. And then I went to a school in LA, and one of the majors there was animation. So I've got a lot of friends who are 3D CAD designers, animators. They do like, they're really big into anime. Anime expos are huge, right? There was just one here, there was 3 days long. Took my dog along the river walk, and there was thousands of people that went to this that are dedicated to specific anime, from Naruto to Demon Slayer to, you name it, Avatar, etc. I think if you were able to, like the guy was saying, create those that are themed around some type of popular anime or some type of popular animation where it's even like, I don't know, like to go along with a scene or to go along with like an experience of I think of flying a dragon over the water, you know what I'm saying? Like being able to connect with that community would be huge for you. And not just that community, the specific animators. So like, since ChatGPT is doing a lot of animation, there's this huge pushback against the animation community, these people that make their money, like you, from doing animation. They're leaning into their community a lot harder and supporting each other more. And I think this is an opportunity for you to connect with those people, to even partner with them or a specific university with those students and say, hey, I'm partnering with Bill who does this, and he created the animation, and now Bill can go and sell his version of the candle to his community, and they can support each other that way. So it's just like strategic partnerships through you doing the candle, and then the people that do the animations being able to leverage their network to sell for you, right? Almost like a referral kind of thing.
Excellent, Ron. I really appreciate that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hi, Dylan. Nice to meet you. I'm Nate Title with Anycat Technologies, a local IT firm here in Ferndale. I had a couple points of feedback, and then I was going to help answer one of your questions on maybe a suggestion on how you can get out there a little bit more. First of all, I like the concept. It's really cool. So I guess there's a set I've never seen a candle that was engaging in a way other than being funny or being smelly. So I think that's awesome. Couple points of feedback. I got the orange candle and the purple candle. The orange one had an issue popping up a QR code, at least on my phone. So I think the 3D print was maybe like a little smudgy on the top. The purple one, I was able to get that one to work. And the first thing that popped up was it asked me for my email address. So it's going to deter some people from using it. And I had that same reaction. I'm like, all right, well, I give my email address. And that took me to a YouTube video that I can access online. So just from a consumer standpoint, it was a little trappy. Something to think about. And then I really liked one of the guys that came up here gave you a suggestion on ways to engage other than just like watching a video, which some people will definitely enjoy. There's certain crowds that I could see as is would be really good for this, like festivals and things like that, where you got people in a specific type of mindset that might want a visual with a candle. And I was thinking like, date nights, maybe it's like a couples question game or something that's a romantic candle, like those type of engagements might be a little bit more marketable, at least to get you out there. And then as far as how to get out there, I was thinking that maybe engage some influencers. This is a consumer product, less so than a business product, I think. But some influencers that like a specific experience that you have, like a date night experience or whatever it is, and they're going to talk about it, and that can probably propel you forward if you're not already doing that, on social media.
What was your name again?
Nate.
Nate, thank you so much. Man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Joe Quarles. I'm background in account management, sales, and insurance. Yep, really great presentation, really cool product. I've never seen anything like that, so I think that's really cool and outside of the box. What I would say is actually piggybacking on what he said about influencers, right? It's like that type of economy. So the question is, on this is, who are your champions? Who is really promoting and pushing your product with that heartfelt testimonial that I used this product and it was transformational for me? So my thought is, I had never heard, and I apologize, I don't know, what is the name of the concept of looking at and listening to the music as well as with a candle?
Experience synesthesia.
Yes, I'd never heard of that. But guaranteed in Michigan, especially in the holistic health community, there's probably some people that lean into that hard. And every time they get somebody that comes into their practice, they first thing we're gonna do is sit down and do that. And so the point is, everybody likes a free sample. So maybe once you figure out who the leaders are in this area, who, not just in Michigan, but who practice this type of holistic health. Get the candle, everybody likes talking about themselves, say, I'm giving you this free candle, I'm asking you for your feedback. And all of a sudden, you've got 18, 19, maybe 50 people who are a champion for your product in the community that those products are going to be used. So that's my jump. Yep, I ain't done with candle.
Hey, good morning. My name is Joel. I'm a straight half worker here at Madison Heights. This is my first time being here.
Woo! First time?
And little known fact that only my wife and my grandma knows I love candles. So I'm a candle aficionado, and I think it was Nate, I think I got your name right. Something that really jumped out to me is instead of doing animations, if you could do personalized videos. I've been married to my wife going on 15 years. I'm running out of ideas for anniversaries and birthdays. If people could upload photos with music, it would be a fantastic gift where you give your wife, your spouse, your significant other something that you scan as an emotional journey with a candle that will remind them of time together. So.
Hi, I'm Denise, and I had more questions than I had answers as you were presenting. So I didn't understand how it worked. I couldn't see, and I thought it would be wonderful if you could have shown us an example. Or if there was a way you could have put that up there as to this is what this experience is. And the other thing is, I have no idea what it costs. So is this a cool experience and it's affordable, or is it a cool experience and it might be a little different? So that would be my suggestion. I have more questions than I had answers from your presentation.
Okay, the candles retail for 58.
Okay.
The incense retails for 24. And so that's where making the experience a little more accessible price range. And then I'd absolutely love to put Wonderland up. We could do that if we have time.
What?
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much.
I don't have mine. What's this
Good
like?
morning, my name is Linda Grandlady. First, I wanted to give you a general tip. Make sure all of this is legally protected.
It's right here.
That this is an idea that you should definitely have patented. Do you have it?
I do not.
And the ideas of having experiences that people will enjoy over and over again, whether it's in a waiting room or I love the idea of the family photos. Partner with entities that already make candles and that need a new way to sell, because this is an industry that already exists with a concept that doesn't. And they already have the networks of people that buy candles a lot, and they already have all the marketing of what areas they will sell in, and your patented idea can expand what they can offer all of those markets that they already have identified and already have pipelines to.
Wonderful, Lisa. Excellent. There's already something coming to my mind. Thank you.
So Lisa's gonna work on helping with that, right?
Dylan, it's okay.
I don't know if the audio is work.
No, the audio won't.
We don't have a
work,
speaker.
unfortunately.
So this is a video and an audio experience.
Yes. It's a 4-dimensional experience. Sight, sound over time.
That is amazing. How come I didn't think that? Because I guess I'm not smart. But no, I love the idea. A couple things that I've noticed. One thing you mentioned, that it takes 40 to 80 hours of work to create one of these experiences. Are you looking to be able to cut that time down? Because that is a lot of money to spend. And how do you make your money back?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's definitely a challenge. So if there's anyone out there in the manufacturing space or understands what it takes to get this done, if we can help them reduce this time spent, that's going to make you a lot more profitable. So that was one of the challenges that I saw. It's a lot of work.
It's a labor of love.
Yes.
I love creating the animations. It's my passion and my expertise. And
Awesome. So does anyone in the room have any e-commerce experience? Some things maybe we can give him, some things to look out for? I know one of them Lisa touched on, and that was making sure he has protection from notorious IP is intellectual property and trademark. Definitely want to do that. Come on.
Jack Chapani, Global Payments. I know we talked last week about a possible subscription model, which would be kind of cool. One thing to reduce the time and resources in developing a video would be, what's the easiest way that you could create a shorter video and have it be looped? So when you get to the end of the video, it goes right back to the beginning seamlessly. So it could be a 2-minute video, and there's no lack of, no reduction in experience. People usually aren't going to be able to tell if it's the beginning again. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
It is. It's a massive undertaking to go into creating 40 minutes of animation. I'm making a whole movie, every single collection. And so if that was cut down to be like 2 minutes each, so then making a short film in 8 minutes.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that.
Dylan, thank you very much. Any more questions for Dylan before we dismiss it? Yes, go ahead.
I'm curious, because if it takes 40 minutes, are there other animators doing what you do?
Yeah, so the artists, animators, motion designers, producers, everyone that I work with, it's all based on the revenue share. So I have a revenue share agreement with everyone that contributes, and they receive a percentage of the sales, the revenue, excuse me, for their contribution.
Would love to refer someone. How can I refer someone to that program for you?
Oh, excellent. I'll just get my contact information.
I got you after.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc.
So, good. Everyone, Juwan Buford, business development entrepreneur. I was thinking about something that happened last night. I know it's going to sound weird, but last night it was 4 of us downtown Detroit at home. And we were literally sitting in the dark, working, because of the overstimulus, right? And that's what some of us are weirdos do, right? We'll just get in the dark place or the place that's really lit. We'll have like our phones as a light, and we'll just work that way. And I was looking at that and I was thinking to myself, that would have been pretty cool last night. That's something we would have done, right? I would have gladly did that. The other thing that I'm thinking about is you're an artist. So that means you're serious about your vision, right? And you want to be perfect, you want to be right. But sometimes you don't need perfection. You don't need the art to be perfect. You just need to be good enough, right? Good enough, right? It reminds me several years ago when videographers and photographers were going crazy because everybody started utilizing their phone. And I used to tell them, it's like, look, I know you're better than the phone, but the people just want the convenience, right? They don't want to have to go through the rigmarole in the process of hiring a professional photographer and videographer all the time. I'm out at the restaurant, I just want to get a little selfie, right? And I'm thinking about the same thing about the arts. I know you put a lot of time into this. But sometimes perfection is like the enemy of scaling a business, right? So I was thinking about that too. And the other thing I was thinking about, and the gentleman raised it, but I just want to reiterate it. When I spoke with you, the thing that caught my attention about the candles wasn't even the art of the candles itself, it was the fact that you're utilizing material that's not poisonous, it's not toxic, it's not hazardous, right? And I know a lot of people who are into candles, and they pay attention to stuff like that, right? So I'm gonna end up buying one of your candles, sharing it with the lady at home, because I know she's really into health and wellness and finding things we can do to beautify the residence and scents and all that fun stuff, right? But that's something you can lean into as well. And then the last thing I'm thinking about is this, right? I'm thinking about your ICP. I'm gonna challenge you a little bit. I don't think you defined your ICP yet. I don't think you're your ideal client for someone. Like, who are the individuals who are into candles, love art, love visual effects, love these things? Who are those people? You need to take a moment and define those people and like be laser focused on them, right? Because that's what I was listening to when I was listening to your presentation. I was like, who is this for? Because it can be for everybody, but there are people who really love this experience, particularly crazy entrepreneurs like myself, where 7, 8 p.m. at night, I want to see light before I start working with others, right? Anyway, those are the things I was thinking about while I was listening to you.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Juan. One of Alex.
Hello, hello.
So I definitely love the feedback that everybody else gave you about places that you can advertise this product, right? I know you're doing a lot of footwork right now, sadly, especially when you get to advertising that product and trying to make it more scalable and get more eyes on it. That foot traffic doesn't stop, it actually gets up. So just like the gentleman said before, trying to get yourself in like co-working spaces, especially a lot of ones that advertise to people who are not neurotypical. So getting, having those non-toxic things, having a candle that, not only smells good, but is also, good for the whole vibe, really great. And I also wanted to say that I'm personally going to make sure that more people know about your product. I already know somebody who presented last week who could benefit from a scent or the incense along with this experience, and I'm definitely going to pass this along to her. Her name is Brianna.
Thank you so much. Remind me of your name?
I'm Alex.
Alex?
Yeah, data engineer.
Yeah, excellent.
I'm Phyllis from Signs and Designs, and my first thing is, I seriously think you have to do your logo on the front. It's too same. You can't read behind your ASA, the DC4D. Please do that. And then the other thing is, you have these 3D printed, correct? Eventually, you're gonna have to have a mold injection. It would save tons of money, and then you could just put a sticker, have one color or two colors, whatever you want, and then have a sticker redone on it. Think about maybe a travel idea. Go to Paris and use some things and have smells from Paris, or an art exhibit, or something like that. Then that way you could probably go to an art museum or something and push that avenue. You can do a lot with this, but please redo this. It's a great idea, but you need some separation with the foil print on top.
Thank you so much for this.
And I know you're gonna help me with that.
Sure.
Dylan, thank you so much. Excellent, excellent. We really appreciate you coming out today. I mean, we got a great future ahead of you, lots of great ideas, so thank you from the audience. We really appreciate that.
Thank you. It means the world.
And Dylan's here quite often, so anytime you see him, if you have something that he can benefit from, please help him out. That's the whole idea behind the community. Anthony, can you get back to our slide? Yes, please. Contact, yes. We're gonna throw that back up. There you go. Dylan Curtis, 4D Candles. He also has some pamphlets over here that you can grab also if you want to learn more. Let me get back to the camera before I get yelled at. All right, thank you. We normally have 2 presenters, but we had to reschedule one of our presenters this week, but it helped Dylan certainly because he got a little more feedback than he was normally get, so cool. If you would like to present, we would love to have you. You see how easy it is, Dylan? It was very smooth, he wasn't nervous, you did a great job. Scan that QR code or go to our website, 1millioncups.com/present. Fill out a short application and we will get you on our schedule. We will coach you, we will give you the slide deck, everything you need to do an amazing presentation. Upcoming presenters, we have a workshop next week, so we're going to have a coffee sponsor, we're going to have a cool workshop. Here's a question for the audience, and think about this. How effective do you think you are in describing your business and what you do to someone else? On a scale of 1 to 10. 4? 5? 6? 8? We're going to challenge everyone next week. A fun workshop on communication. And Denise Roberts and myself and Carmen, we're going to host this workshop. Next, on February 4th, we have a past presenter coming up in Boyo. Literacy Raise on February 11th. Literacy Raise is in the house. Say hello. Hello. So we're filling out our roster of presenters. We do have some slots open, so if you'd like to be a presenter, definitely come and check us out. And I see there's some announcements too. Thank you, Oakland Thrive, which employs me and pays my salary. We help small business owners in Oakland County. We cover the entire 62 cities, villages, and townships within the county. If you're a small business owner, come talk to one of us. Myself, Drake's in the room, but there are 6 more of us who cover the whole county for all our services for small business growth. And I think that was last week. No, it's today.
Today?
It's today. Juwan, raise your hand. Talk to him. He's got a workshop coming up right after this. Goal setting, goal achievement. Don't set goals you can't make. Juwan's going to tell you how to make those goals. He's going to tell you, show you how to execute. Painless prospecting, Denise. I'm not going to say what I was going to say about Denise, but she does a great job teaching folks how to prospect. She and I worked together some years ago, and I still do some of the things that she taught me when it comes to knocking doors and finding new clients. So January 26th and 22nd and 26th, this is virtual, correct?
Yes, it is free.
And it's free.
Free webinar.
Yeah. And we're done. That's it. Any questions, anything, any comments? Do you have an event that's going on in the community you'd like to share with us? If there's something going on, let us know. I see the young man in the back, he's got his hand up. So we take a photo with our presenter, so that's Dylan. And we are done. Thank you so much, Incubizo, for hosting us each and every week. Check out our if you're working from home and you need a spot to work, to get out of the house, to collaborate with your peers, this is a great place to do it. You can rent conference rooms. They have a brand new podcast studio. You got to check it out. If you want to get a tour, ask Carmen or Josh. They can show you. If you're thinking of doing your own podcast, they can certainly assist you. So thank you, Incubizo, every week for hosting us. Thank you for our coffee sponsor. You can hang out here as long as you'd like. We just got to tamper the noise down just a little bit so folks can work. We would love to have you hang out here for the day if you'd like to work here. We are done. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. We'll give you 5 minutes back into your day. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, let's do a picture. We're going to gather everybody in the middle of the room, bring Dylan and our coffee sponsors up front so that we can get a picture for our social media. All in the middle of the room.